Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the President of the Government of Spain, Pedro Sanchez, inaugurated the C-295 aircraft facility in the western Indian state of Gujarat. The Tata Advanced Systems Limited (TASL) Airbus facility in Vadodara will manufacture C-295 military aircraft in India, becoming the first private sector final assembly line for the military aircraft in the country. Speaking on the occasion, Prime Minister Modi underscored that the facility will not only strengthen India-Spain relationship but also boost the mission of Make in India, Make for the World. Further, the Indian Prime Minister noted that the C-295 aircraft factory is a reflection of the new work culture of New India.
C-295 एयरक्राफ्ट की फैक्ट्री नए भारत के नए वर्क कल्चर की उसको भी रिफ्लेक्ट करती है। आज किसी भी योजना के आइडिया से लेकर एजुकेशन तक भारत किस स्पीड से काम कर रहा है, ये यहां दिखाई देता है। 2 साल पहले अक्टूबर महीने में इस फैक्ट्री का निर्माण शुरू हुआ था। आज अक्टूबर महीने में ही ये फैक्ट्री अब एयरक्राफ्ट के प्रोडक्शन के लिए तैयार है। मेरा हमेशा से ये फोकस रहा है कि प्लानिंग और एग्जीक्यूशन में अनावश्यक देरी न हो।
Prime Minister Modi stressed that the newly inaugurated factory will play a major role from designing to manufacturing civil aircraft to meet the needs of India and the world in the future.
इस कार्यक्रम को मैं ट्रांसपोर्ट एयरक्राफ्ट की मैन्युफैक्चरिंग से आगे बढ़कर के देख रहा हूं। आप सभी ने पिछले 1 दशक में भारत के एविएशन सेक्टर की अनप्रेसिडेंटेड ग्रोथ और ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन को देखा है। हम देश के सैकड़ों छोटे शहरों तक एयर कनेक्टिविटी पहुंचा रहे हैं। हम पहले से ही भारत को एविएशन और एमआरओ डोमेन का हब बनाने के लिए काम कर रहे हैं। ये इकोसिस्टम भविष्य में मेड इन इंडिया सिविल एयरक्राफ्ट का रास्ता भी बनाएगा। आप जानते हैं कि अलग अलग भारतीय एयरलाइंस ने 1200 नए एयरक्राफ्ट खरीदने का ऑर्डर किया है दुनिया को। अब शायद दुनिया की कंपनी किसी और देश का ऑर्डर ही नहीं ले पाएगी। यानी भविष्य में भारत और दुनिया की जरूरतों को पूरा करने के लिए सिविल एयरक्राफ्ट की डिजाइन से लेकर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग तक इस फैक्ट्री की बड़ी भूमिका होने वाली है।
On the occasion, President of the Government of Spain, Pedro Sanchez, said that this partnership between Airbus and Tata will contribute to the progress of Indian aerospace industry and will open new doors for the arrival of other European companies.
Airbus opens a new chapter partnering with India's defense and space industry. This project strengthens our industrial ties while underlying our country's deep commitment as a reliable and strategic partner. And it shows as well the capabilities of the Spanish defense industry with its world-class expertise and its well-earned international reputation. Spain, like India, is promoting an ambitious roadmap to modernize its productive fabric with decarbonization and digitalization as drivers. The automotive, aerospace, and renewable energy sectors are leading a genuinely strategic transformation that my country approaches with confidence and optimism.
Both the leaders also took a walkthrough of the exhibition showcased on the occasion. Prime Minister Modi and the President of the Government of Spain, Pedro Sanchez, met at Vadodra's Lakshmi Vilas Palace. India and Spain enjoy close and friendly relations. The bilateral ties got a fresh impetus after Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited Spain in 2017. President of the Government of Spain, Pedro Sanchez's visit reviews the entire gamut of bilateral ties and further deepens the partnership between the two countries across key sectors. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that the inauguration of the C295 plant marks the beginning of the new chapter of their partnership, highlighting the strength of India and Spain relations.
C295 प्लांट के उद्घाटन के साथ साझेदारी के एक नए अध्याय की शुरुआत भी हुई है। एक्सेलेंसी, हमारी साझेदारी सदियों पुरानी है। लोकतंत्र और रूल ऑफ लॉ जैसी वैल्यूज में साझा विश्वास हम दोनों को जोड़ता है। इकोनॉमी, डिफेंस, फार्मा, आईटी, साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी जैसे कई क्षेत्रों में हमारा मजबूत सहयोग है और हम दोनों वैश्विक शांति, समृद्धि और सहयोग पर बल देते हैं। एक्सेलेंसी, पीपल टू पीपल कांटेक्ट हमारे संबंधों का मजबूत नींव प्रदान करता है।
India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the President of the Government of Spain, Pedro Sanchez, also held a roadshow in the western Indian state of Gujarat's Vadodara earlier in the day and greeted people standing on both sides of the route. Performers dotted the sides of the road, showcasing India's rich culture in the form of dances and traditional costumes. People were seen waving at both the leaders as they gave a rousing welcome to Sanchez, who is visiting India for the first time. The visit of the President of the Government of Spain is taking place after 18 years. Earlier, the Indian Prime Minister and Sanchez have met several times on the sidelines of various multilateral meetings. During the rally, a specially abled girl presented portraits of Indian Prime Minister and the President of the Government of Spain, Pedro Sanchez, in Gujarat's Vadodara. And our correspondent Meghna Dev joins us live on the story from Vadodara. Meghna, tell us more about this C295 program. In all, how many C295 planes will be manufactured at this Tata complex, and when can we expect the first aircraft to be manufactured at this facility?
Yes, when we actually see that 40 C295 aircraft will be manufactured at the TASL Vadodara facility, which was jointly inaugurated today by both the leaders of India and Spain. We definitely will be seeing the first rollout of the first made in India C295 aircraft in 2026, and the rest remaining 39 aircraft will be rolled out, will be ready by 2031. Besides that, not only the 40 aircraft that are to be manufactured at this facility, but 16 were to be brought from Spain in flyaway condition, and 6 of those have already been inducted into the Indian Air Force. The delivery was already made by Spain to India. Now we will have to, we'll be seeing coming year in 2025 that more such, C295 aircraft in flyaway condition will be, delivered to India from Spain. Besides that, when we are talking about the C295 project, this is very important, in different perspectives. First, this is, this will be one of those aircraft which will not require prepared airstrip. It will be able to go in those places where heavy aircrafts will not be able to go. So it can assist in a number of missions of the Indian Air Force, like the evacuation mission or humanitarian aid, humanitarian medical supply, and so on and so forth. Second, very importantly, we see that the Make in India initiative has got a major push when we are talking about 18,000 parts which will be manufactured in India, rolling in companies like Bharat Aeronautics, Bharat Dynamics, as well as rolling in SMEs, MSMEs for the manufacturing of these parts. Not only the Vadodara facility will be utilized, but also the Hyderabad main component assembly facility will be utilized, wherein all the parts will be manufactured. Besides that, the Prayagraj facility of the Indian Air Force will also be utilized, which will serve as the main depot for for storage of the equipments. Those will be brought to Vadodara for the final assembly. So this is going to be a very important it is indeed an important breakthrough when India is talking about manufacturing in India, make in India, and is venturing into the aviation sector in terms of manufacturing here. So obviously a very important day in terms of when initially we saw in 2021 the Ministry of Defence signed a contract with Airbus Defence and Space Spain, and now when we see that finally the manufacturing plant is ready, and in 2026 we will expect the first C295 aircraft to roll out from this facility.
Also, Meghna, very quickly, do we know what are the delegation level talks between India and Spain this afternoon likely to focus on? Any agreements likely to be signed?
Yes, agreements, MOUs have been signed, which are in the sector of customs, investments, railways, as well as cultural exchange. So these as we get as of now, but the Ministry of External Affairs is holding a press conference to elaborate more on what the delegation level talks were between India and Spain. But besides that, also we will be expecting a document which will be a joint declaration that will be coming out, which will probably have more impetus on what were the areas discussed between both the leaders. We definitely get to know that in 2026 there will be a celebration of India-Spain Year of Culture, Tourism and AI. So tech is something that had focus during the delegation level talks. But having said that, there was a lot of focus on obviously climate and on renewables. Besides that, there was also focus on how poverty can be reduced and how India can play a major role in that sector. So energy, clean energy, green energy, climate financing, and obviously poverty. These were one of the major areas that were discussed. Besides obviously the tech part of discussions.
Okay, thank you very much, Meghna. Meghna Dev reporting from Vadodara, Gujarat.